think from the Trump administrations, they looked at the region holistically. I mean, this administration looked at Syria as more of a regional problem, maybe a Levant problem, than it's actually an international problem. And this administration looked at it that the U.S. has invested, blood and treasure for a long time in Iraq and in Syria through the counter-ISIS coalition. And the focus was more on the economy, on the economy, and also creating jobs in the United States and breaking away from this costly wars, costly in blood and treasure. So that's the thing. It wasn't the actual cause or the mission itself. It's a part of a holistic look to what's going on in the region. That's one thing. Like I said, economy and creating jobs is a priority for him, and also to not start another major conflict, because that major conflict would will run against the economy or against this creating jobs in the United States. I think that's the main thing from the actual White House. And the clash was the Department of State, for example, the Department of Defense saw that it's premature to move. It's not that easy to just break and go away. They knew ISIS was almost defeated, and they needed that transition period to pass it on to the local partners, whether it's the Syrian Democratic Forces or some kind of coalition within Syria. And the agencies, in this case DoD and Department of State, weren't ready to just leave. They needed some time to pass on, and that was forced, I think, the president to go back and review his decision. Said, okay, I'll give you more time to make it work. You have two different goals. One is to make sure Iran doesn't remain powerful in Syria and control Syria. That's one goal to itself. Has to be tackled differently. Empowering the minorities in Syria and make sure they're part of the senior future government, like the Kurds and so on. That's another goal. Containing the Russian influence in Syria, that's a third goal. Making sure that the Assad regime does not survive, that's a fourth goal. It's multiple goals that you can't, it's impossible to do that simultaneously. And if you do one versus the other, it's not going to work. And I think my opinion is that